Hello everyone and welcome to another kit review with myself, Tom. And today we're here to talk about the Harkila Binocular harness, which is a brand new piece of kit that came out from Harkila earlier this month. First thing to say is that strapped onto the side of it is a red kettle bipod, Spartan bipod holder, which doesn't come with this harness, but I've just popped it on there just to show you the kind of modularity of this system. Because I already had one, and that's how I choose to carry my bipod. What the Harkila Binocular harness does come with is two of these side pouches which come clipped onto the side of the binocular harness. They've got sort of belt strap loops here which go through the molly, I think it is, webbing, which is down both sides and even on the bottom. So if you really wanted to, you can strap loads of stuff to these harnesses. Each of the pouches are elasticated and sort of gusseted on each side, so very, very big, and they'll quite readily take a big thermal, night vision, or to be honest, if you want to shove knives, gloves, hats, whatever in one of these, they'll quite happily take those. They're really quite versatile in that sense. As I said, I ended up taking both of them off and popping my bipod holster on the side. Harness itself is a brushed cotton material, very, very well made. As with all things Harkila, can't find a sort of single fault with it. If this green colour isn't quite to your fancy, you can also opt for an axis camouflage pattern, which is very nice. The one thing I would say about the brushed cotton finish is whilst it's completely silent, because it is a bit more textured, it does tend to pick up dirt and bits and pieces, so little bits of branch, twig, leaf and all the rest of it quite happily and quite easily sort of get caught up in it, which, I mean, not a massive problem. You just sort of give it a brush off afterwards, but it's something I have noticed, especially if you're woodland stalking and you're sort of crawling through bushes and bits and pieces, you come out and it's sort of caked in stuff. At the same time, if it was made out of a sort of smooth waterproof material, it would probably rustle, whereas this is pretty much completely silent. So to get into the binocular harness, and it's one of the things I really quite like about it, is it opens away from you. So it's a magnetically closed pouch, and it's got two magnets in the top there, and then when you do open it, there's also two magnets down at the bottom, so it will hold itself self-closed, and it's, no matter how hard you try and do it, it's completely silent to do. Why I like the fact it opens away from you is that if it opens, I've got another harness that opens towards you, and what you find is as you open it back towards you, it's got nowhere to go. So then it's constantly flopping itself back closed again, whereas opening away from you means literally opens away, it's then down, out the way. If you're sat in a high seat, for example, sort of scanning out, then it's out, closed and done. It's a pretty big pouch, I'd say, in terms of the size of binocular it can take. These are a pair of GPO 10x50 binoculars, so pretty big. They fit in quite comfortably. Even if your binoculars are slightly bigger and won't, then actually this has got a sort of foam insert around both sides and on the bottom, which you can take out if you want to make it a bit bigger, to take a bigger set of binoculars. Your binoculars can be attached to the harness itself. Again, I took these off just because I don't tend to use them, using these clips which then attach to the harness itself. So even if you were to accidentally drop your binoculars whilst you're out scanning, it's then constantly attached to the harness itself. Now, the harness, as well as all the webbing around the sides to attach stuff onto, on the back has got an extra pocket for putting extra bits and pieces in. I use it actually just tuck my phone in, find that really, really useful. And if you didn't want to wear this as a sort of chest rig, you can take all these straps off, and it's got two belt loops there, so you can pop it on your belt instead if you really wanted to. The chest loop, or chest strap, whatever you want to call it, very, very good, nice, broad, well made, carries the weight very well across your back. Loads of adjustability in the straps, so you can adjust both these top ones here and the ones that come around your sides, so you can get it exactly where you want it and exactly how you want to carry it. And you can take it all off pretty rapidly, because all of it is with these quick release buckles, one on each side. So really, really good, handy bit of kit, and quite easy to get into when you're sort of all dressed up and ready to go out. None of it is elasticated, it's all sort of hard cotton strap or webbing, which again, actually I quite like. I tend to find the elasticated ones are great at first, but very quickly the elastic sort of starts to stretch and wear, and actually then you find the whole thing sagging, and before you know it, you've adjusted it as tight as it'll go, and it's still sort of pulling down. So Very impressed with it. You can pick them up for about 90 quid. You can actually see there, put it on the dirty table and it's picked up quite a lot of stuff. Pick them up for 90 quid, which I don't think is too bad given the quality of them, and I'm sure they'll last an absolute lifetime. So yeah, go and check them out. Thank you very much for watching.